All right, finally, the time has come. No powers, all hands. Who wins this fight? Goku current or Baki current? All right. First, let's talk about what no powers means. So everyone might view this differently as far as like what is entailed or incorporated rather into no powers. But for me, this is what I identified it as. Basically, no flight, no ki blast, no beams, no transformations. So no Super Saiyan, no Kaioken, and I put no yelling in there for shits and giggles, basically. There's a scene somewhere in Dragon Ball where Goku like screams, and it's like and he like pushes people away with the scream. I don't know if that's considered a power or just like his energy, but I just kind of related it to that and threw it out. Obviously, Baki has no powers, but he does make some weird smiles, so none of that stuff. Um, and this is just basically like what I would imagine someone like Goku, who's an alien, if he were to just reduce or rather negate all of his alien capabilities, this is what I think this list would look like, basically. So, no powers for Goku. This is what I'm incorporating this as, which brings me to how I'm going to view Goku versus Baki, specifically Goku, like how I'm going to view him, right? So, as far as feats go, Kid Goku would make the most sense for me and how I'm going to compare him to Baki in a versus. It makes the most sense to use his feats because his feats obviously don't incorporate things that he's done when he, figure out that he's an alien. Like for example, flying. And then outside of the ki blast, the Kamehameha, the solar flare, things of that nature, he doesn't do any other supernatural or power related feats. So Kid Goku is who I'm going to base this off of. And to keep it simple, I'm just going to do strength, durability, speed. Very basic for both characters. And we're going to start with Kid Goku. Okay, so first feat, speed. I don't know when this takes place in the manga. I can leave those, chapters or whatever for you guys to go look. But clearly, he's dodging a speeding bullet, basically at point blank range. The manga panel before this one, the enemy is not standing that close. I'm sorry, that far away from Goku, and like point blank range. Basically, dodge what 3 bullets in a row. I don't know how fast a bullet out of a gun will go, but that's pretty fast if you're asking me. Also for speed, to give you a more tangible number, early on, Master Roshi has Goku and Krillin race, and for 100 meters, and Goku runs the 100 meters in 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds. It says it right here down below. In that last panel on the right, bottom right, 8.5 seconds. So there's some numbers for you. Also, Bulma literally shoots Goku with a machine gun and, does nothing to him. So he just started off strong, right? So this speaks to his durability, obviously. Lastly, for strength, it's kind of hard to find a concrete number. He fights King Piccolo, who's obviously really strong, and throws him to like a house once he, starts fighting him. But I think this is more tangible because you physically see a monster or dinosaur like, I don't know, hundreds of times bigger than Goku. I'm exaggerating, but he throws him out of the ring into the sky. Clearly much larger than 5 foot, 4 foot Goku. So there's something tangible for you. Okay, so remember the post says Goku current, but as I said, I'm going to add those feats I just listed to Goku currently. So where he is currently in the story, in the manga, in the anime. So assume he had 15 years of training with those feats, like just normal training though. So the 10-time gravity chamber, hyperbolic time chamber, all those things still happen for Goku. But just with these feats and no powers, if that makes sense. If you're following me, I appreciate you. So let's get into Baki. Now, let me say, I am not as big of a follower of Baki. I like the show. I'm learning a lot about it right now as I'm doing this, or looked up things, to discuss the feats. I like the show, but I don't know nearly as much as I do about Goku and Dragon Ball. So If there you guys know more and want to list more feats that things should be incorporated, definitely do so. I'm not trying to dismiss them. I just don't know. But as far as speed in this panel, I think this is 13-year-old Baki. Correct me if I'm wrong. A guy goes to kick him and he just disappears. So this is beyond normal human speed, right? Once again, to give you a more tangible number, it says he dashed at 168 miles per hour in 0.01 milliseconds. So definitely faster than Goku for sure. If we're basing it off these numbers, definitely faster than Goku. To give a more tangible number to strength for Baki, I know this is a 13-year-old Baki, but one of these characters says he has the strength of 100 people. So I think currently in the manga he's 18. Correct me if I'm wrong. So whatever the average male strength is, times that by 100, and then double that number 5 times. I think you can get an accurate idea of how strong Baki is currently in the manga. Okay, durability is crazy for Baki because this is Baki and Yujiro falling out of a skyscraper onto a car, outside, and they both survive. Um, so I don't know like what the numbers would be. I'm not a numbers guy. If you want to crunch the numbers, you could, I guess, take the average height of a skyscraper, then multiply that by whatever Newton's law is for gravity and how many seconds it would take to get to the bottom, yada, yada, yada. And then, your average weight of a car. And then, you'll get whatever number that is for, how much force that, they withstood. That will give you an accurate or semi-estimated guess of what, Baki's durability would be. And I think it'd be higher than Goku's. I know I gave you a lot of info, but basically, I think in the grand scheme of things, currently with no powers, I probably would take Baki. I think he's more durable. I think he's faster, but I think the strength is where it can get kind of like muddy because with 15, 20 years of extra training for Goku, it'd only be, right to assume that he got faster, that he got more durable, in that span of time. But how much more durable is the question. Because it's hard to get asked this question and give Goku feats for things that he's done, with powers as an alien, if that makes sense. Like, if we're taking powers away, like I did, no Kamehameha, no transformations, none of that stuff. It's kind of hard to gauge where he would be at. So to use Kid Goku's feats is definitely debunking Goku a lot. But I think Baki in his own right as a regular human with no powers is super strong. Withstanding that force from a skyscraper landing on a car is crazy. So I think I would pick Baki with no powers. That would be my best guess. But there's no telling. It's definitely a cool concept. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Baki enthusiast. I don't know a ton of stuff about him, but I went on Reddit. I found a bunch of different links. I'll put those in the comment section. Reddit, those two users were great for finding info on the manga for both Dragon Ball and Baki. So definitely check those out if you want to, find more and compare more. And then let me know, which one you guys pick. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more, I don't know, I'll put a button here or something. Somebody will.